बोले वृंदावन बिहारी लाल की जय। श्रीमद सतगुरु सरकार की जय। वो राधा रानी की जय। अज्ञानतिमिरान्धस्य ज्ञानाञ्जनशलाकया चक्षुरुन्मीलितं येन तस्मै श्री गुरवे नमः। बरहापीडं नटवरवपु कर्णयो कर्णिकारं बिभ्रतवासः कनककपिशं वैजयन्तीं च माला रन्ध्रान्वेणु रथदसुधया पूरयन् गोपवृन्दै वृन्दारण्यं स्वपदरमणं प्राविशद्गीतकीर्तिः। नमः कमलनाभाय नमः कमलमालिने नमः कमलपादाय नमस्ते कमलेक्षणे यो ब्रह्माणं विदधाति पूर्वं यो वै वेदांश्च प्रहिणोति तस्मै तद्ध्वं हदेवमात्मबुद्धिप्रकाशं मुमुक्षुर्वै शरणमहं प्रपद्ये। बोले वृंदावन बिहारी लाल की जय। दिव्यात्माओं, प्रिय सज्जनों, प्रिय भक्त समुदाय, महानुभाव, the divine souls, dearest devotees of the Supreme Lord. First let me say Radhe Radhe to each and everyone, and my pranam, my humblest prostrations to all of you. A special welcome to our viewers on Facebook, Bhakti TV, social media also, etc. Very special Radhe Radhe to each and everyone. Pranam. We're very blessed to be at the home of Krishendath, Ramdath and family. Again, Rahamut trace in Penal. It's the beginning of my trip here this time in Trinidad. So it's a wonderful blessing and pleasure to be with all of you again. As we begin tonight, if you have a book, you can join us. On page 22, This bhajan, written by Jagat Gurutam, Shri Kripalu Mahaprabhu, the fifth original Jagat Guru, and topmost amongst all the five, and who I'm very proud to say is also my Guruji, my Gurudev. From his book Premras Madira, many books you've written, one of the most wonderful Premras Madira, containing 1008 divine compositions. All the divine pastimes of Bhagwan Shri Radha Krishna, the gopis, all the philosophies of all the Vedas, Puranas, Gita, Mahabharata, etc. In this very beautiful pad, from Prakina Madhuri, the first pad, a devotee said to Shri Krishna, Hey Shri Krishna, apna apna rakhna mere ghanasham. Hey Shri Krishna, O one whose complexion of a dark, young, rain-laden cloud, please make me yours forever. If you make me yours, I promise, ghari ghari pal pal, that every moment I will take your divine name with my tongue. Instead of speaking the things of the world, I'll be chanting your divine name every moment. I want you to come and reside in my heart, Hey Shri Krishna, but not alone. Lali Lal Do De Garbahi. I want you to come with Radharani, you and Radharani, with arms around each other, Garbahi, and reside in my heart forever. Having come there, Bhav Hindore Dari Hiye Mai, I'm going to make in my heart a beautiful swing and put you and Radharani and Shri Krishna to sit on the swing, and I will rock you all the time. This is the love and I have in my heart what I want to do. Dai upahar har asuvarna ko. I want to give a present to you. What present can I give? God wants only one thing from us. Everything else we have is useless to Him. It's all material, dirty. He asks for one thing, tears. Our tears of selfless love. It's the only thing that we can really give Bhagwan. So I'm going to give you a garland of my tears. My selfless love, when we cry, the tears comes from both eyes, eventually will meet. So these garlands of my tears, I will put around you and Radharani sitting in my heart. And this way I'll make you mine forever. In the last line, the saint Kripalu Mahaprabhu says, I don't know how you will do this, my Lord, but this is a dream of mine. I beg you to please fulfill this dream of mine. अपनापन रखना मेरे घनश्याम अपनापन रखना मेरे घनश्याम घड़ी घड़ी पल पल नाम तिहार,
घड़ी घड़ी पल पल नाम तिहार।
ओ घड़ी घड़ी पल पल नाम तिहार,
घड़ी घड़ी पल पल नाम तिहार।
और मेरी रसना मेरे घनश्याम, रसना मेरे घनश्याम, अपनापन रखना मेरे घनश्याम, ललीला हाल दो देगर पाई, ललीला हाल दो देगर पाई, हमारे लिए बसना मेरे घनश्याम, हमारे लिए बसना मेरे घनश्याम, ओ अपनापन रखना मेरे घनश्याम, भाव हिंदोरी दारी भाव हिंदोरी दारी ओ झुलाओ झुलना मेरे घनश्याम, As I've told you, I was saying in the beginning, Jagat Guru Tam Sri Kripalu Ji Maharaj, being only the fifth original Jagat Guru, original and topmost among the five, just by Jagat Guru Tam, wrote many books, gave thousands and thousands of lectures, composed thousands and thousands of divine composition, bhajan, kirtan, etc. One of the books he wrote was called Bhakti Shatak. Bhakti Shatak. Shatak means 100. 100 dohas, couplets. In these 100 dohas, or divine couplets, all the philosophy of all the Vedas, Puranas, Mahabharat, Gita, Ramayana, etc. has been put. Tonight I'm going to do one of the verses. Bhakti Shatak, verse number 60. The verse says, Dui Maya Ik Vidya Apara Avidya Tat Jati Avidya Jnanate Vidya Bhakti Jat. We'll sing this beautiful verse a little bit. Jai Radhe, Jai Radhe, Radhe, Jai Radhe, Jai Radhe, Krishna, Jaya Krishna, Jaya Krishna, Dui Maya Ik Vidya Par Avidya Tat Radhe Radhe. Everybody has been put in the WhatsApp. Dui Maya Ik Vidya Apar Avidya Tat Radhe Radhe. Jati Avidya Jnanate Vidya Bhakti Jat Radhe Radhe. Radhe, Jaya Radhe, Krishna Jaya Krishna, Jaya Krishna,
Krishna Jaya Krishna, Jaya Krishna.
Dui Maya, Ik Vidya, Apara Avidya Tat. The first line in the Doha says there are two Maya, two forms of Maya, two kinds of Maya. Dui Maya. One is Vidya Maya and one is Avidya Maya. Who's to begin? What is this Maya? When asked this question, many people claim or say Maya is an imagination of the mind. Mithya. Brahm. It doesn't exist. Especially the Advait philosophers, those who follow Advaitism, non-dualism, Advait philosophy. Especially the followers of Jagat Guru Shankaracharya. Is Maya an imagination of our mind? Am I imagining you? Are you imagining me? Are you imagining everything? Is this COVID that we just experienced an imagination? All this is imagination. What do the scriptures tell us? Bhagavan Krishna says in Gita about Maya, Daivi Hesha Gunamayi Mama Maya Duratyaya Mame Vaye Prapadyante Maya Metantarantite. Chapter 7 verse 14 Gita. Shri Krishna says, no bhaiya, Maya is not an illusion. It's a divine power, Daivi Hisha. And he says, Mama Maya, Meri Maya. Maya is a power that belongs to Shri Krishna. It is his power. And because Shri Krishna is real, any power that Shri Krishna has is also real. The Vedas say, the highest authority spiritually are the Vedas. Mayam tupakitim vidyan mainam tu Maheshwaram tasya veva bhutaistu vyaptam sarvamidam jagat. Shvetashvataro Upanishad, chapter 4, verse 10. Vedas. The most important section of Ved is Upanishad. That which takes one close to God. Upanishad. Ved is saying Maya is a power that belongs to Shri Krishna, belongs to God. Mainam tu Maheshwaram. It is his power. So it is not an imagination. Parasya Shakti Vividhaiva Shruyate Swabhaviki Jnana Balakriyacha. Shvetashvatara Upanishad, chapter 6, verse 8. Many Ved mantras say Maya is a divine power that belongs to God. Tasya padam bhujadhyana dustara sutara bhavet bhagavad. Every scripture says Maya is the power that belongs to God, to Shri Krishna. Tusrasi also says in the Ramayana, Doha. Sudasi Raghuvir ki samujhe mithya sopi ho Rama, samujhe mithya sopi chute na पावे नाथ कहूँ पद रोकी हो राम नाथ कहूँ पद रोकी सजावर रामचंद्र कर जय शरणम शंकर हरि ओम जय जय सिया राम जय जय सिया राम जय जय सिया राम. तुलसीदास जी महाराज says, so dasi Raghubir ki. When asked if Maya is an illusion, imagination of the mind, Tulsidas Ji Maharaj says, no. Maya is the power of God. Raghubir, Shri Ram. Dasi, maid servant. In other words, power. Everywhere say. Maya भूमिरा पुनलोभा खम्मनो बुद्धिरेवचा अहंकारैतीयमे भिन्ना प्रकृतिरिष्टधा अपरियमितस्त्वन्यां प्रकृतिं विद्धि मे परां जीवभूता महाबाहो यैरं धार्यते जगत. Gita chapter 7 verse 4 and 5. Shri Krishna is challenging here in Gita saying Maya is a power that belongs to him. It is not an imagination of the mind. So Maya is not imaginary. As I said, the Advait philosophers or those who follow non-dualism, even those who don't know any philosophy, they've heard a little bit here, there, maybe they went somewhere, someone was given katha, and they heard something. They will tell you when asked, what is Maya? They will say it's an imagination of the mind. Jagat Guru Shankaracharya, the leader of the non-dualist, he also says Maya is an imagination of the mind. He says, just as like someone is walking in the dark and there's a piece of rope coiled up in the dark and he stumbles on it and he thinks this is a snake. He becomes confused, mistaking that piece of rope for a snake. In the same way, we also become confused. The Vedas tells us this world comprises of three things. Gyagyav dva vaja vishanisha vaja heka bhokti bhogyata yukta anantaschatma vishwarupo hiya karta tayam yada vindate brahma me tat trividam brahma. Shvetashvatara chapter 1 verse 9, that this world comprises of three things that makes this world. Brahma, Jeev, Maya. God, supreme power. Jivatma, the individual soul. And Maya. This power called Maya. Shankaracharya accepts only one entity. God. Brahma. Because as far as he is concerned, Maya doesn't exist. Mithya, false. And in his philosophy, the Jivatma, the individual soul, is also God. Is God himself. Aham Brahmasmi, I am God. This is the philosophy of the non-dualist. I am God. You don't have to look anywhere, you are God. You are Sri Krishna himself. You are the supreme power, supreme Brahma. Jai Ho. Anyhow, he says Just as someone is walking in the dark and he mistakes an oyster shell, seashell, to be silver, and the deer mistakes the flying sand in the midday sun of a desert to be water, it's called a mirage. In the hot sun of a desert, the flying sand forms something called a mirage. It looks as there is water, but there is nothing. It's only the flying sand in the midday sun of the desert, in the hot sun. In the same way, he says, we have become confused and formed the illusion of Maya. Tulsidasji heard this. Tulsidasji says, this is the imagination. Shankaracharya came long before Tulsidas. Tulsidasji says, I'm not going to argue with Shankaracharya, he's Mahapurush. Saint. Shankar Bhagwan descended as Shankaracharya on being instructed by Shri Krishna, so we shouldn't have bad feeling. There was a reason why he taught that philosophy. He was instructed by Shri Krishna to teach that philosophy in the Kali Yuga. So I'm not going to argue with him, but I have something to say. Go ahead. रजत सीप मोहु भास जिनी जथा भानु करवारी हो रामा जथा भानु करवारी जगत विशाति काल सोई रमन सकै कुकारी हो रामा रमन सकै कुकारी सियावर रामचंद्र कहे जय शरणम शंकर हरि ओम जय जय सिया राम जय जय सिया राम जय जय सिया राम. Tulsidas Ji Maharaj says, I'm not going to argue with Jagat Guru Shankaracharya, Jagat Guru, Adi Jagat Guru, the first one, original. And as I mentioned, descension, divine descension, Mahapurush. But I have something to say. He says, look, in time, after some time, you will recognize that this is only seashell, oyster shell, is not silver. After a while, you'll recognize, oh, this is not silver. You'll also recognize, if you even in a desert, and this mirage, you'll recognize, if having gone, there's no water, it's only a mirage. So in time, that illusion will be destroyed. But if you say Maya is an illusion, Shankaracharya, I'm not going to argue with you, but even this illusion, this Brahm, this illusion, cannot be destroyed by self-effort, not even by Jagat Guru Shankaracharya. So how to destroy it? How to get rid of it? How to become free from it? We'll hear. So Maya is not an illusion, a power that belongs to God. And there are two types. In the Ramayana, once Bhagwan Shri Ram was sitting with Lakshman ji in Chitrakoot. During the 14-year banishment in Chitrakoot, one day, Lakshman ji, the younger brother of Bhagwan Shri Ram, was sitting with Bhagwan, and he decided to use the opportunity to question. He asked Prabhu Shri Ram, what is Maya? Vidya apar avidya Jai Ram Shri Bhagwan Shri Ram replied to Lakshman, his younger brother, and says, Lakshman, there are two kinds of Maya. Tehi kar bhed sunahu tum do. Do bhed, two kinds. Vidya apara, avidya do. One is Vidya Maya, one is apara Vidya, lower. One is higher, one is lower. But there are two kinds. Two kinds of Maya. What is this Vidya Maya, avidya Maya? There's a Ved mantra in the Upanishad. Ajam ekam lohit shukla krishnam bahavi prajaha shujamanam swarupaha ajo heko jushmanunushet jaha tenam bhukta bhogam ajonyah. Shweta Shrotar Upanishad, chapter 4, verse 5. The Vedas say that Maya has three colors. Three colors. Lal, Safed, Kala. Red, white, and black. Three colors. In other words, three qualities. Tribhir gunamayar bhavai rebi sarvamidam jagat mohitam nabhijanati mamebhya paramavyayam. Chapter 7, verse 13, Gita. Shri Krishna also says in Gita, this world is governed by these three qualities of Maya. Everyone is under the three qualities. Now, being under the three qualities of Maya, no one can know God who is beyond Maya unless you become free from Maya. This is why it is important to know about Maya. A lot of people must be thinking, why is he talking about Maya, Maya, Maya? It's important. All our problems in the world stem from this thing called Maya. First thing, we don't know who we are. We've forgotten who we are. We identify with this thing called a body. This material body. Prithvi, Jal, Tej, Vayu, Akash, earth, water, fire, air, and space. This thing we have, which we call body, which we identify with, is made of 5 elements: earth, water, fire, air, and space. Chiti jal pavak gagana samira panchara chit yah adham sarira. Tulsidas also says in the Ramayana. And the world we see around is made of the same 5 elements. So identify with the body from beginningless time. I'm a Trinidadian, I'm Guyanese, I'm American, I'm a Hindu, I'm Muslim, I'm Christian, a Buddhist, a Jain. I'm a Brahmin, a Kshatriya, Vaishya, Shudra, I'm a teacher, doctor, engineer, so many titles. These are all titles of body. If I'm body, then I'm that thing. But I'm not the body. Body belongs to me. Whatever belongs to me cannot be me. Nobody says I am the house. We say my house. Does anyone say I am the house? No. My motorcar. Does anyone say I am the motorcar? No. Then my body, my head, my hand, my feet, my mouth, my head is paining me, my body is paining. I have a headache. My body. So my body. Then I'm not the body. Body belongs to me. What am I? I'm soul, Atma, Jivatma, many names. Are we forgotten? We have turned our backs away from God. Away from Sri Krishna. All because of Maya, and because of that we are suffering every moment. Stress, tension. If we were to realize that I am the soul, Atma, not read in a book or hear, realize. All problem finished. You can cut this body in little pieces, nothing will happen. I'm not a body. Great Mahapurush saint. Suffering from so many diseases, cancer of the throat. So many diseases, no effect. Because they don't identify with the body. Jnani bhugate jnanate, murakh bhugate roy. The knowledgeable person, he does not cry or is not affected because he knows death and disease are an inevitable part of life and body. I'm not a body. Murak, the foolish person. If somebody call any one of us a fool, we'll feel so insulted. We have to start hating that person. But we are not only ordinary fool, we are such great fool. In Bhagavad Mahapuran, Uddhav asks Shri Krishna, who is the biggest fool? Who is the biggest fool? And Shri Krishna replied to Uddhav and said, one who does not know who they are is the biggest fool. All of us fall in that category. All of us. So don't feel bad when someone calls you foolish. It's a reality. Unless you have realized I am the soul, that means you have attained God. Well, close to it. Not far again. Self-realization is not God realization. You have only crossed one Maya. Anyhow, so this Maya is important to know. This is the reason. Maya has made us forgotten who we are. So to know what Maya is, to realize, then we can become free. So here, Bhagavan is saying to Lakshman, two kinds of Maya. So as I told you, the Vedas are saying Maya has three colors. White represents Sattva Guni Maya, red represents Rajoguni Maya, black represents Tamo Guni Maya. Sattva Gun, Rajogun, Tamo Gun. These are three qualities in all of us. They govern our mind. Whether you say mind or Maya is the same thing. This mind is Maya itself. Three qualities. Sattvagun, mode of goodness. Rajogun, mode of passion, ambition. Tamogun, mode of laziness, inertia, sleepiness. Dirty thoughts. Dirty desires. All three are there. They're governing the mind. One is always predominated. And the one which predominates determines our nature. How we feel, our character at that time. When the sattvic quality predominates, high and noble thoughts fill our mind. We think good thoughts, good thing. We want to do dhan, charity. We want to sing God's name, be in satsang. When the rajas quality predominates, we are ambitious, hopeful. We want more money, a nice house. better motor car, etc. When the tamas quality predominates, we are lazy, lack incentive. We want to sleep. We think very evil thought, bad thoughts, desire for dirty things come in the mind. And it keeps changing in everyone. All this happens because of Maya. So to Maya. So there's three qualities. So Sattva Gun alone by itself, that is Vidya Maya. Vidya Maya. And Rajogun plus Tamogun, that is Avidya Maya. Vidya Maya is also called Gunavarika Maya. And Avidya Maya is also called Sarupa Varika Maya. What does these two Maya do? So, Shri Ram, he says to Lakshmana, Ram, Siya Ram, Siya Ram, Jai Jai Ram, Bolo
Ram, Siya Ram, Jai Jai Ram.
Bolo Ram, Siya Ram, Siya Ram, Jai Jai Ram.
Ram, Siya Ram, Jai Jai Ram.
Oh, ek rachai jag gun bas jaake prabhu prerit nahi nij bal taake. Bolo
Ram, Siya Ram, Jai Jai Ram. Ram, Siya Ram, Jai Jai Ram.
एक रचई जग गुण बस जाके प्रभु प्रेरित नहीं निज बल ताके. One Maya, Vidya Maya, creates the world. That world we see outward. The mountains, the valleys, the trees, the birds, the animals, oceans, human being. That entire world we see, that is created by Vidya Maya. Not by itself. Maya cannot do anything. Maya is jad, enough, non-discover, non-conscious. It has no life. It cannot do anything. But if I take the hand and I move it, I can even hit somebody, maybe kill them. Does the cover do it by itself? No. The hand gives the power. Then this can move. If the hand minus the power, again it becomes non-conscious. Enough. In the same way, God empowers Maya. Prerit empowers Maya, and Maya creates the world. That world we see around us. That world is real. Satyam Bhutamayam Jagat Mahabharat. The scripture says the world created by God, which we see around us, that world is real. Satyam. Why? Satyat Bhutani Jatani Sthavarani Cha. Because God created the world. Remember, God empowers Maya. So God creates the world, essentially. That's why that world we see around us is real. And what does the Vidya Maya do? Ram, Siya Ram, Jai Jai Ram.
Ram, Siya Ram, Jai Jai Ram.
Oh, ek dusht atisaya dukh रूपा जा बस जीव परो भव रूपा. बोलो
Ram, Siya Ram, Jai Jai Ram. Ram, Siya Ram, Jai Jai Ram.
बोलो
Ram, Siya Ram, Jai
avidya maya. Ek dusht. Tusidas is saying dusht, wicked. Dusht means wicked, evil. Atisaya dukkha rupa, and gives extreme pain and suffering. Atisaya. Jabas jiva paro bhava kupa. It controls us, the individual soul. That Maya has made us forgotten who we are. Avidya Maya. That's the one that's a problem. Not Vidya Maya, Avidya Maya. Both. Because we get attached to the other one. But the more dangerous one, Avidya Maya. That has made us forgotten who we are. And we get attached to Vidya Maya. Identifying with the body. Jabas jiva paro bhava kupa, and throws us in this ocean of endless suffering called Maya, this world. Bhava kupa. So Vidya Maya creates the outer world, as I told you, that Maya, that world is real because it's created by Bhagavan. But Avidya Maya also creates another world. The world of our mind, our thoughts and ideas. The inner world. And the inner world of our mind is far more extraordinary than the outer world we see around us. For example, we have dreams. Everybody, you have dreams. In our dreams, we do the most impossible thing. We can fly over the tallest building, jump over the biggest ocean. Do the most impossible. So, these two Maya. Vidya Maya, Avidya Maya. Now, the second line of that Bhakti Shatak verse. Each one of these verses has so much philosophy. I can take you and lecture a few days, trying to make it, finish it in one night, in an hour and a half lecture. Trying to make it concise. The second line. Jati avidya jnanati. Avidya Maya, very difficult, but can be conquered through the path of Gyan. There are three paths. Yogastaya mayo prokta ninam shriyo vidit sama jnanam bhakti sabhu jnanam karma cha bhaktischa. The Bhagavad says that there are three paths, spiritual paths, in trying to know God. Gyan, Karma, Bhakti, the path of Gyan, the path of knowledge, non-dualism, the path of Karma, Vedic rites and rituals, Dharma, duty, and the path of Bhakti, the path of love in God, love in Shri Krishna. So those who follow the path of Gyan, not in Kali Yuga, understand is not in Kali Yuga. In Treta Yuga, the Sat Yuga, the very first Yuga, this world goes in a cycle of 4 yugas. This thing we call Sansar, Shrishti, creation. It goes in a cycle. First there is Sat Yuga, then comes Treta Yuga, then Dwapar, then this age we live in Kali Yuga. Then God will come. He takes a special descension, Kalki Bhagwan, and destroys, finishes Kali Yuga, and then puts it to the top. It starts again. So in the age of Satyug, Treta Yuga and Dwapar, up to Dwapar, Gyanis, those who followed the path of Gyan, were able to get rid of Avidya Maya, become free from Avidya Maya. They would realize I am the soul, Atma. It's called self-realization. A lot of people, they claim self-realization is God realization. Owing to the philosophy of Shankaracharya that the soul is Bhagavan, Aham Brahmasmi. No, no. Self-realization, you have only crossed avidya maya. There's another maya, vidya maya. No jnani, no yogi, no karmi, no one except bhakt, devotee, who completely surrenders to Sri Krishna can cross vidya maya, sattva guni maya. So the jnani, those following the path of jnana, they can cross rajogun, tamogun. One realizes I am the soul, the Atma. That person goes in samadhi. Divine trance, meditational trance. He sees himself everywhere. The happiness experienced by one who realizes I am the soul, Atma, is beyond any happiness in the material world. None of us knows that happiness. It's not complete happiness, but just realizing I am the soul, the Atma. But that jnani falls. He falls. An example of someone who has attained self-realization. Someone is being chased by bees, honeybees. He interferes with the hive something and the honeybee starts chasing him. So in order to not to get stung by the honeybee, he dives into a pond of water. As long as he remains under the water, he's safe. But the bees keep hovering above the water. The moment he comes up for air, the bee will sting him. So the jnani, as long that one who's attained samadhi, who has realized I am the soul, as long as he's in samadhi, he is safe. But the moment he opens his eyes, Vidya Maya takes hold of him and he falls. So avidya avidya Maya, one can become free from avidya Maya by following the path of Gyan, Yoga, etc. But he'll fall again. Shri Krishna makes it very clear. Brahma bhuta prasannatma nashu chatina kangshati sama sarveshu bhuteshu mad bhaktim labate param. Chapter 18, verse 54, Gita. Brahma bhut means Paramhans, self-realized. That person no longer grieves or desires for anything in the material world. He's attained a spirit of tranquility. But is subject to downfall, will fall again and again. Until and unless, because Vidya Maya is there. Until and unless he does something, what? Until he does Mad Bhaktim, he does Bhakti. Mad Bhaktim, Mama Bhakti, Shri Krishna says, until he does Bhakti for me, for Shri Krishna. One can become free from Vidya Maya only when he does Bhakti. So people have become free in the past, not in this Kali. People will say, I'm self-realized. They don't even understand what self-realization means. Give them a good slap. You will see what is self-realization. Anybody can say anything. People don't even know what self-realization means. Extremely difficult. Kahat katin samujhat katin sadhan katin vivek. The path of Gyan, of realizing that I am the soul, the Atma, self-realization, kahat katin is to talk about is extremely difficult. Samujhat katin, to help somebody understand or to understand, again more difficult. And forget about doing sadhana kathina vivek. Extremely difficult to do. It's like walking on the sharp edge of a sword. Kshurasya dharan shita duratyaya kathopanishad. The Vedas say the path of Gyan is like walking on the sharp edge of a sword, talwar. So difficult. Impossible in Kali. So, but if anyone can do, in other ages they were able to get rid of avidya maya. That's all, bus, no, nothing else. To get rid of, to become free from vidya maya. Now I'm saying get rid of, and then I correct myself because nobody can destroy maya. Not even Bhagavan. Three things are eternal, beginningless, unborn. Jeev, Brahm, Maya. The Vedas are referring to Maya as Aja. The soul is referred to as Aj. God is referred to as Aj. Aj means unborn, eternal, beginningless. Jeev is Aj. God is Aj. Maya is Aja. Meaning unborn, eternal, beginningless. Never had a beginning, can never have an end. Nobody can destroy Maya. We can become free from Maya. Once you become free, that's it forever. Maya can never affect you again. Cannot be destroyed. So we can be free. So Sri Krishna makes it clear in Gita. He says, Daivi, remember that verse? Daivi Hesha Gunamai Mama Maya Duratyaya Mami Vaye Prapadyanti Maya Mitantarantite. Maya is a divine power. A power that belongs to Sri Krishna, so no one can become free from Maya by their own effort. Chapter 7 verse 14. How to become free? Mam Ev. Ev means only. Only. Mam Ev. Ye prapadyante. Prapadyante means complete surrender. Sri Krishna says only the one who completely surrenders to him. When we completely surrender to Sri Krishna, he will say to Maya, okay Maya, leave that one, they are mine now. When Bhagwan tells Maya to go, then Maya will go. It is his power. So we have to defeat Bhagwan, win him. And the only thing can defeat Bhagwan, win Bhagwan is bhakti. Surrender means bhakti. Jnani doesn't surrender, Karmi doesn't surrender, Yogi doesn't surrender. Only Bhakt surrenders. Only devotee surrenders. So Vidya Bhakti Jat. Vidya Maya will go only to when the one who does Bhakti. Who surrenders to God. Only when Bhagavan will shower his grace to Siddhasti, as I said. He said, Sodasi Raghubir ki samujhay mithya sopi chute naram kripa binu nath kahu padropi. Without God's grace, no one can become free from Maya, kripa, grace. I told you, Tusidas said, in time, the illusion of the oyster shell being silver and the flying sand in the midst of the desert being water will be destroyed. You'll recognize this is only a shell, seashell, oyster shell. This is only a mirage. But if you claim that Maya is a delusion, then even that cannot be destroyed by self-effort, not even Shankaracharya. How to destroy it? Tusidas says, Jasu kripa asabhrama miti jai, giri jasoi kripalu raghurai. Kripa. Only when God will shower His grace. And God showers His grace only when we surrender to Him. Shri Krishna makes it clear in Gita, you want to attain my grace, surrender to me. Surrender. Tameva sharanam gaccha sarva bhavena bharata. Surrender. Sarva dharman parityajya mamekam sharanam braj. Chapter 18, verse 66. Give up all dharma, all duty, all obligation, and take shelter in me alone. Surrender to me. I will shower my grace. I'll free you from Maya, from all sins, from Maya, from aham tvam sarva papebhyo mokshayishami. Moksha means free you from Maya. I'll free you from Maya. The final teaching. So we have to do bhakti. Again, Shri Krishna says, Bhaktya ma vijanati yavan yaschasmi tattvata tato mam tatato gyata vishate taranantaram. Chapter 18, verse 55, Gita. Without bhakti, without the path of love in God, love in Shri Krishna, no one can attain Brahma Gyan, knowledge of God. You see, there are three knowledges. Three types of knowledge. Shabdik Gyan, book knowledge, theoretical knowledge. Atma Gyan, knowledge of the self, the Atma, self-realization. And Brahma Gyan, knowledge of God, God realization. Shabdik Gyan, this is the verse. Someone reads book and Abhiman. I read Gita, I read Bhagavad, I read a little bit here, a little bit there. Abhiman comes. Now I know everything. Now I can challenge. That is the most there's a saying in English, a little knowledge is a very dangerous thing. There's something called Gyan Abhiman. The Abhiman, the ego that I know. We read with our material intellect. We read Gita, we read Ramayana, we read Bhagavad, and we think I know everything. Some people read Ved Mantra. These are divine words, Bhaiya. To understand divine word, we have to have a divine mind, divine intellect. When we read divine words with our material intellect, we'll give a material meaning. We would not understand. Tusidas says in the Ramayana. Bhagavad Rasik ki baate Rasik bina tu samjh sake Jai Ram Shri भगवद रसिक रसिक की बातें रसिक बिना को समझ सके ना खग जाने खग ही कै भाखा Tusiraji Maharaj says, just as the bird alone, Khag, bird alone can understand the language of another bird. Bird is going chee chee choo choo. What do you understand? So only another bird can understand. In the same way, divine words can be understood only by a divine person, a saint, Rasik saint, Bhagavad Rasik. One who's attained God. To understand Gita, you have to become Arjun. To understand Ramayana, you have to become Tulsidas. To understand Bhagavad, you have to become Parikshit, Shukdev. We'll read, we think we understand. This question was asked by Uddhav to Sri Krishna in Bhagavad 11 Canto. How come there are so many paths and so many beliefs in the world? Are they all correct? Are they all wrong, or is there, what is the thing? Sri Krishna says, Uddhav, look, in the Vedas I preached only one path for attaining me, coming to me, bhakti. What happened is that people with material intelligence, material intellect, read divine words of mine and give material interpretation. Everybody gave their own interpretation. And so you had so many different paths. Thousands and thousands. This abhiman comes. So what do we do? How to know? Go to the Acharya. Go to the saint, one who's attained God. Let him tell you. Acharyavan Purusho Hi Ved. Vedas is saying, don't read me by yourself. Go to the one who's attained God. Let him tell you what is written in Ved, in Gita, Ramayana, Bhagavad. You'll get more confused. And abhiman. A lot of ego. That ego will come. I know. Argument. You want to argue and prove others wrong. This is Shabdik Gyan. Look, Sri Krishna says in Gita, chapter 4, verse 34, 3-4. Chapter 4, verse 34. Tad viripranipatena pariprashnena sevaya upadekshati te jnanam jnaninas tattva darshinaha. Chapter 4, verse 34. You want to attain divine knowledge? You want to know what the scripture is saying? You want to know about Bhagavan, about Sri Krishna? Then you have to go to someone. He didn't say read. He said go to someone. A special person. Who is that person? He has two qualities. Jnaninaha, tattvadarshina. No parampara, no lineage, nothing here. Two qualities be mentioned by Sri Krishna. Jnaninaha, tattvadarshina. Bhagavad says the same thing, Ved says the same thing. Sri Krishna is just explaining what Ved is saying. But he tells what Prabhupada Maharaj also says to Vidya in Bhagavad also. 11 Canto 3rd chapter 21st verse. Bhagavad Mahapurana. Tasmad Gurum Papadeta Jigyasu Shreya Uttamam Shabde Paricha Nishnatam Brahman Upashamashayam. 11 Canto 3rd chapter 21st verse. Prabhupada Maharaj, one of the 9 Yogeshwars, on being questioned by Videhanini, is saying the same thing Sri Krishna says. Sri Krishna says, look, this is how you're going to get true knowledge. But you have to find, if you're so fortunate to find this person. Who is that person? Two qualities. First, Jnaninaha. Jnaninaha means he has complete knowledge. Complete knowledge. Not only Gita, not only Ramayana, not only Bhagavad, all the Vedas, all the scriptures. Complete knowledge, full knowledge. Not only that, he can remove our doubts. Anybody can read book and give lecture. No, to remove doubt is a different thing. His aim is not to show you how much he knows. His aim is for you to understand. He keeps looking. Did they understand what I just said? No. Okay, let me put it in this way. Did they understand now? No. Okay, let me put it in this way. He doesn't go forward until the disciple doesn't understand. So he removes doubt. This is Jnanina. But more important, Tattva Darshinaha. He has seen God. Darshinaha means see. Tattva means Shri Krishna, God. He has seen God. He has attained a divine love, divine knowledge, divine bliss, divine vision of God. If you are so fortunate to meet someone like this is the Guru. This is what Guru means. Ved saying, Pariksha lokan karma chitan brahmanu nirveda mayan nastyakitakitena tad vijnanartham sa gurumeva bhigachet samitpani shotriyam brahmanishtham. Mundak Upanishad, first Mundak, second Kan, 12th mantra. Ved saying, we have to have a Guru in the spiritual path. You don't care about Bhagavan, knowing God, then you don't need Guru. But if you want to progress spiritually, to go to God, then you have to have a Guru. No one can go to Bhagavan directly. Guru wants pure heart. Nirmala manajana so mohi pava. Who's going to make the heart, the mind pure? Who's going to make this Maya take out the delusion from our mind? Guru. Guru does that. That's why Guru is so important. But you have to find the right one. We don't just accept anybody because he's wearing orange clothes, blue clothes, white clothes, pink clothes, no clothes. Or he's only eating this kind of food, that kind. What does that have to do with this, the inner soul, Atma? Gurus, they have acted in such manner that they will seem to be the most attached person in the world. You don't know. Pundarik Vidyanidhi, a great saint. He lived such a luxurious life that he seemed to be more materialistic than a king. He slept on a golden bed with silken sheets. He wore the most expensive clothes, applied perfume oil to his hair, chew pan, betel leaf. Only girls serve in his house. All servants, girls. Even he lived during the time of Gaurang Mahaprabhu, the descension of Radha Krishna. Gaurang Mahaprabhu. Even the disciples of Gaurang Mahaprabhu did not understand who he was. Be seen his outward opulence. Once, Gaurang Mahaprabhu said, I'm going to meet a bhakta, devotee. So the satsangis thought, Maharaji is going to see bhakt. We know Maharaji, there's no other bhakt here. Anyhow, wherever Guruji, Gaurang Mahaprabhu would go, all the satsangis will follow. Devotees. So he came and he stood by the house of Vidyanidhi, Pundarik Vidyanidhi. All the disciples said, ooh, this is the bhakt. Everybody is like, they're so confused, but Guruji is saying he is a bhakt. Don't apply the mind intellect. A message was sent to Pundarik Vidyanidhi. Gaurang Mahaprabhu is here. He came running. Gaurang Mahaprabhu ran and embraced Pundarik Vidyanidhi. They were crying, trembling with divine ecstasy in their embrace. One satsangi, Gadadhar, got so confused. Seeing that, he got so confused. He started doubting Mahaprabhu also. This is a saint, this is a bhakt. He started doubting Mahaprabhu. All the other satsangis, they were a little bit, but they said, the Guruji says, fine, let's accept. They all went back. Gadadhar didn't come back. Mahaprabhu asked the satsangis, where's Gadadhar? Maharaji, we don't know, he didn't come home today. Late in the night he came. He went and did pranam. Maharaji, pranam. Gaurang Mahaprabhu said, Gadadhar, kya hua bhai, what happened? Oh Maharaji, today you went and met Pundarik Vidyanidhi, yeah, so my head is bursting. I am so confused. I started doubting you. I couldn't eat food. How could you embrace such a materialistic person? Gaurang Mahaprabhu scolded Gadadhar. So more long you have been in satsang, up to now you have not understood philosophy that somebody is a saint by the clothes they wear, the way they live, or what they are in the inside. If you were to judge externally by what someone wear, there are many people in India who put on yellow clothes, orange clothes. They have committed murder. But they put on these clothes and they grow beard so that the police will not find them. So if you to judge externally by what somebody is wearing, you will go to a bandit. You fool. Look inside. Leave satsang. Don't ever come back. If Pundarik Vidyanidhi forgives you, then it's okay. Go and make him your guru. Otherwise, don't come back to satsang. So the Vedas are saying, Shrotriyam Brahmanishtham. Shrotriya means Jnaninaha in Gita. Different Sanskrit. Ved is higher Sanskrit. Same meaning. Brahmanishtham means Tattvadarshinaha, one who sees God, attains God. If you're so fortunate to meet such a person, the right guru, the true guru, you don't get him like that. You think you're going to look for guru. I looking to see how he live, what he eat, how he acts, how he speak. You'll get fooled. Lakhi suvesh jagavanchak jeu, vesha pratap puji ahiteu. Tusidasji Maharaj, a great saint, he says the very simple, naive people in the world who don't know what guru really is, what a guru is. They judge externally, they look at the clothes, the outward behavior. Lakhi Suvesh, Jagavan Chakadev. They doubt out, they can't see in the inside, they're not Mahapur, they're not all knowing, Antaryami, they can't see. So they judge externally. And this is why most people end up worshipping fake imposters instead of saint, true guru. Because we look outwardly. If somebody falls under my category, what I think a saint should be, a guru should be, he's my guru. If he doesn't fall under my, and if you look for under our judgment and we are under Maya, you'll find million because we are under Maya like ourselves. Saint is not going to behave the way you want. He's beyond Maya. He's not bounded by any rules or regulation. Just as Sri Krishna is not bounded by rules and regulation. He's governor of Maya. So we get knowledge. So that person, if you happen to meet such a person, first thing, that viripranipatena, completely surrender. He's my guru, but I don't listen to him. I have a guru, he's that fella. But I do what my mind says. Then why is he guru? Why do you need a guru? You already know everything, then why you need a guru? Just to say somebody is my guru. Because I don't know. That's how we need Guru. He's going to explain, he's going to give me the correct knowledge. Completely surrender the mind, the intellect. Pranipatin. Pariprashnena. Ask question. But not because you read here, read there, and you want to show how much you know. Or make an argument. Because I don't. Mumukshu. A desire to know. An inquisitive mind. And sevaya. Do his seva. Know him to be Shri Krishna personified. When you meet a true Guru, the true saint, he is Shri Krishna personified. Serve him. Do his seva. He will give you all the knowledge. So this is Shabdik Gyan is dangerous. Higher than that, Atma Gyan, knowledge of the self, self-realization, is better. This spiritual knowledge. But as I mentioned, only one Maya has gone, a Vidya Maya. That Gyani falls again and again. We in our uncountable past lifetime may have attained uncountable self-realization and fell. So that Gyani falls. It is spiritual, but Vidya Maya is still there. And the highest, beyond that, Brahma Gyan, knowledge of God. This one doesn't fall. Once you attain God realization, once you become free from Maya, Vidya Maya also. And to become free from Vidya Maya, you have to do bhakti, only bhakti. Hare Shri Krishna says very clear in the Gita. Bhaktya tvananyaya shakya aham evam vidhorjuna gyatum drashtum tatvena praveshtum cha parantapaha. Chapter 11 verse 54 Gita. First he said, before that, Naham vedena tapasa na dane na chek jaya. Chapter 11 verse 53 Gita. After Shri Krishna showed his universal form to Arjun, that he is God. Arjun did not believe that Shri Krishna is Bhagavan, God. So he asked Shri Krishna to show, and Shri Krishna gave him divine vision. He saw Shri Krishna. Then Shri Krishna said, to attain this form, to see me, it cannot be done not by reading the Vedas or the scriptures. Naham Vedena tapasa, not through austerities, no dan, no charity, not through the performance of yajna, etc. Nache jaya. So how to attain me? Then he goes to the next verse. That's 1153, then 1154. Bhaktya tvananyaya shakya aham evam vidhorjuna gyatum drashtum tatvena praveshtum cha parantapa. 1154 Gita. Whether one wants to attain the divine knowledge of Shri Krishna, of God, gyatum, whether one wants to see the divine form of Shri Krishna, divine form of God, drashtum, whether one wants to merge into him, attain moksha, liberation, merge into the formless aspect, whatever you want to attain, divine, bhaktya tvananyaya, ananya bhakti, exclusive love for Shri Krishna. Read it. Get a Gita and look at chapter 11 verse 54. You think I'm making it up maybe? Only bhakti, Shri Krishna makes it clear with a challenge. An exclusive bhakti, ananya, bhaktya tvananyaya. So, only bhakti can make us free from Maya, total Maya, Vidya, whatever. If there was even more Maya, all will go. Only through bhakti. There's much more, but there's a little explanation of this divine verse from Bhakti Shatak. Verse number 60. Dui Maya ik Vidya apara avidya tat जाति अविद्या ज्ञान ते Vidya Bhakti Jat. This is a little explanation, not a big. As I said, there's so much in there, but I just give a gist of what is said in this little time. I don't want to go above time, so I'll finish today at this point. Bole Vrindavan Bihari Lal ki jai, Srimad Sadguru Sarkar ki jai, Radha Rani ki jai.